Well, hi there, everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you all out there. Good Tuesday morning to you. A quiet start to our morning. Many of us under clouds. There's been a little bit of clearing this morning off towards eastern, northeast portions of Nebraska, kind of these areas right here, starting off with some partial clearing, allowing for temperatures to actually get a little colder this morning. Clouds kind of filling back in, though, for most of us today. Not as much drizzle or fog this morning like yesterday morning. Now, later in the day, we'll start to see a few scattered showers maybe move in from the south and southwest right here in these locations here. And these are going to move east and northeastward here. So these will favor southern and western portions of the viewing area, or excuse me, southern and eastern portions of the viewing area later today. Less of a chance farther north and west. Might be some sun out west in the Panhandle today. So although I know travel's not really recommended with the times that we're in, if you travel to the west today, that's where the nicer weather is going to be. Still going to some showers and isolated thunderstorms during the evening and overnight hours tonight. These are going to be very hit or miss, light showers, not a lot of widespread heavy rainfall, anything like that. Might be some pockets with some moderate rain as I back up a little bit here. You get those little yellow spots, maybe some thunder, not out of the question. I don't think we'll see a lot of that out there by any means. Favoring, again, eastern, southeastern portions of Nebraska. Then as we get into tomorrow morning, that starts to push away from us here. We might even get a little bit of partial clearing later in the day, especially to the west and southwest. So your warmer temperatures are going to be in those areas that get a little sun, where the clouds are going to hold tough, not as warm. But everybody will be warmer tomorrow. Despite clouds, even some places will be warmer out there for tomorrow, but some warmer than others here. So let's take a look first off at temperatures for today. Kind of like yesterday, lower to mid 40s for the most part, maybe upper 40s out east, although I'm kind of questioning that. I went with upper 40s in Lincoln and Beatrice. I thought about maybe dropping into the mid 40s there. I'm just a little iffy. I think clouds, as they move back in, might keep things from warming up there. Your best bet for some nicer temperatures will be out in the Panhandle of Nebraska. As we get into tonight then, not really dropping off much actually. In fact, temperatures will probably climb a little bit after midnight, so we may slip back briefly into the upper 30s in the Tri-Cities. I think we spend most of the night in the lower 40s actually. So it's going to be a pretty decent night temperature-wise. Again, we'll have those showers though in the area. And as we get into tomorrow, it will be warmer. Even if we have clouds, it should be at least a little bit warmer, mid to upper 50s, some lower 60s, more of your 60s down to the south and southwest here. Some models bring a lot more 60s, some models don't. I'm kind of playing conservative right now just because I'm unsure about that cloud cover clearing out at all here. So it is going to be kind of a cool one. And then it stays fairly mild Wednesday night into Thursday morning. A lot of us in the 40s, some 50s to the southwest. That's when things turn interesting as more rain and thunderstorms moves in. So let's take this out broader perspective here. Rain and thunderstorms late night Wednesday night into Thursday morning here. Let's back this up a little bit here. Go to midnight. Here's midnight Wednesday night. Start to see maybe a few showers, some thunderstorms. To our south and southeast down there in eastern Kansas and into Oklahoma, maybe some severe weather in those locations. This might clip the southeastern corner of the Local 4 viewing area here. This is a little better chance of rain than what we'll see tonight. So pretty decent chance here. But watch how things evolve as we go into your Thursday, especially in northwest Nebraska. So let's play this out a few more hours here. Now we're talking rain, maybe some thunder across southern and eastern Nebraska. Might get a little drier into northern Kansas, maybe southern Nebraska, more so northern Kansas. We get some pretty brisk southerly winds drawing in some warm air across the south. But I'm going to draw this in here. We've got a low pressure system over east central Colorado. That's your lower right there. In east central Colorado, so you have counterclockwise rotation around that. So that's your low. And then a frontal boundary extending from that about right along there. So strong southerly winds out ahead of it, but really strong northerly winds behind it. And that's going to draw in colder air. So colder air is going to be moving southward from our north. Warm air to the south. The clash of the air masses, rain, maybe some thunder, and it could be a mess in northern and northwest parts of Nebraska where we get snow, maybe a mix in between there for a while, but snow, and not just snow, but blowing snow with very strong winds. Now let's push into the afternoon as that colder air starts to move south into more and more of the area. Temperatures will start to drop off later in the day. So we'll probably start to transition over in the Tri-Cities late Thursday afternoon into Thursday night. To our north and west, snow, maybe a lot of blowing snow. Winds are going to be nasty. They're really going to pick up late Thursday afternoon and be at their strongest overnight Thursday night. So let's take this into Thursday night. And look at how that plays out there. Now, that's as far as my forecast model goes. It goes to 4 a.m. right now. So I'm going to go back to about 10 o'clock at night. Snow moving into the Tri-Cities, snow to the north and northwest of the Tri-Cities. Very strong winds. We're talking about wind gusts possibly exceeding 50 miles per hour. So blowing snow could be a big problem. So travel not recommended for Thursday evening. And then as we get towards midnight, notice the snow quickly start to lighten up and then die down. Now, blowing snow could still be a problem, but later after midnight, the snow really starting to come to an end quickly. Very strong winds drawing much colder air in. That's as far out as my forecast model goes. There's 4 o'clock in the morning. But as snow winds down, it's going to get colder and colder, and it's going to be very blustery. So temperatures, they're going to drop down into the teens and maybe some single digits up north. Wind chills could be down below 0 by early on Friday morning. A big change from Thursday to Friday. So let's jump ahead now, move ahead to, first off, look at the severe weather threat on the southeast side of this, the far southeast corner of the local 4 viewing area, marginal threat of severe weather. Not a big issue, I don't think, for those areas. And most of us want to deal with severe weather. But then there's the winter weather side of things. Here, there are already winter storm watches in place for Boyd County, Brown County, Kippahaw County, Blaine County, and Brown County in the local 4 viewing area. And then go west to the Sandhills of Nebraska. That starts after midnight Thursday morning, so Wednesday night into Thursday morning, and continues until 7 o'clock on Friday morning, although I think the threat will be over before then. Blizzard warnings are now out in the panhandle of Nebraska. I think that many of these locations across our northwest will eventually be upgraded to a winter or a blizzard warning. Many, not all of these places, but many of these counties will eventually be upgraded to a blizzard warning. The other thing that we'll probably see more counties that will eventually be upgraded to a winter weather advisory, maybe a winter storm warning, but probably a winter weather advisory somewhere in here. The most questionable areas are going to be around the Tri-Cities. Probably looking at a lighter snow event here, and really I would actually circle these locations here. Probably a lighter snow event, but blowing snow could still be a problem for a brief period of time here. So we'll see if there might be eventually some upgrades to some kind of advisories. Now, I'm going to bring up a future snow product. Now, this is the European forecast model, which right now is probably the most agreeable forecast model. And again, don't focus so much on the numbers, although notice that generally that there will be higher numbers the farther north and west that you go. Right now, it's tough to say how much snow we'll get exactly, and it probably won't matter much anyway because it's going to be blowing around like crazy. But the biggest question mark, like I said, is going to be these central areas here, because some models do have a small band of heavier snow setting up right in this area right here, where we could pick up a quick 3 to 6 inches of snow. It could fall very quickly overnight during the evening hours of Thursday evening before that snow clears out later on in the night. So this is not a set snow right now, a snowfall amount when you're looking at this future snow. I just want to show you the general trend of better chances, higher amounts the farther northwest that you go. Now, looking towards Thursday, as that snow starts to get going into the northwest and then eventually moves southeastward, a wide range in temperatures, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, even near 70 in the southeast. Temperatures will drop later in the day as winds strengthen out of the north. They're going to get very strong and start to see dropping temperatures through the day. In fact, as you see it here, those colors don't really match my numbers too well because those colors are set for 2 o'clock in the afternoon Thursday. It may already start to get a little colder by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It should get much colder by the end of the day here. So, all right, now we get to the 7-day forecast because we kind of talked about these next 3 days already a lot here. So here's kind of summing it up for the Tri-Cities. Rain late today and into tonight, wrapping up early tomorrow morning. Most of the day tomorrow dry, maybe a little sun. It warms up a little bit tomorrow. Small chance of rain tomorrow evening. Better chances after midnight tomorrow night. Maybe some thunder and lightning to go with. Still a chance during the day on Thursday, and then late Thursday afternoon into Thursday night, rain transitioning over to snow as winds strengthen. They'll be very strong overnight Thursday night. It's going to be much colder Thursday night into Friday. Snow coming to an end shortly after midnight Thursday night into Friday morning, so should be done well before sunrise, for sure by sunrise Friday. It's still going to be blustery on Friday, especially Friday morning, and much colder. So it's going to be cold already. Wind chills are going to be much colder than those actual air temperatures that I have on there. Yeah, temperatures only in the 20s on Friday, even with sunshine. It's not going to be a real nice day on Friday. Thursday night and Friday will not be pleasant. Winds should die down quite a bit Friday night, and that's leading to lows down in the teens again. Saturday, a little bit better, sunshine, a little bit of a breeze out there, a little bit better yet on Sunday, and then moisture chances returning late Sunday night into Monday. Might initially get a little snow, but this should mostly be a rain event with warmer temperatures moving in. Looks like rain. I have a 30% chance. Some models don't have a lot of rain. Others have a pretty decent storm system coming through that might bring rain and maybe some thunder and lightning as well. Still some questionable things about the forecast for Monday. That's a long ways out. We're not going to put too much focus on that right now because, of course, the immediate forecast of the next 3 days is a little more vital than what we're looking at early next week. Real quick, the high temperature trends here as we get things wrapped up here, going from below average today, a little bit above average the next couple of days, but then plunging for the end of the week. The weekend, kind of a gradual warm up and maybe a little bit better as we get into the early portions of next week. So interesting forecast to say the least, a lot to talk about. We'll have even more details by tomorrow morning. Have a lot more to talk about with this and have maybe a better feel for how it might play out. Although I'm pretty confident in things for the most part, other than maybe snowfall amounts. That's the only thing I'm not super confident about, but I am pretty confident about the timing of this system and the impacts that it might have. Like I said, there could be some big time impacts, especially to our northwest during the day on Thursday, and then for the rest of us Thursday night and early on Friday before things clear out. Then it's just going to be cold and blustery Thursday night and Friday as well. So a lot going on, but thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Until next time, I'm meteorologist Travis Klineski. Hope you have a wonderful Tuesday, St. Patrick's Day. Celebrate how you can, but like I said, social distancing so important in these ever-changing days. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you all on Wednesday. Bye and God bless.